We want to ignite the spark within a person's soul, and if we could show them there's more to life than meets the eye, then we could evoke in them a consciousness that we could all be a part of it, and that's how we truly succeed in life. By not focusing only on our material self, but realizing we have a greater dimension to who we are.
When I came to South Bend, I'd spent 4 years in college. I grew up in a traditional conservative Jewish family. I wouldn't consider myself very religious. I knew that I was Jewish and I kept Yom Kippur, but as far as the rest of the holidays, it was more of like, oh, this is something that we kind of do as a family, but I still would go to school on the holidays and this and that. And so I actually became observant as a result of the Torah Center as well as other factors in the community, some friends. And without the Torah Center, I wouldn't be what I am today.
We meet you where you are. You have all the way from people who are just exploring to people who have gone to the yeshiva. There's many spiritual paths to God that everybody has the right to go on to explore their path. Ultimately, we want to bring them to the best way they can fulfill their path to God.
It's an Orthodox service, and if they're not versed in the service, it's all in Hebrew. And so what are they going to do? They get lost or just do Hebrew? I say, you know what, sit down, read the English, do whatever you can. If you find something that resonates within you, focus on it, meditate on it. And then when it's time to join us, you'll join us again. We have a rule. On Shabbat, we always say services begin at 9:30, Kiddush begins at 9:25. So if you just want to sit in the kitchen and you want to drink a coffee and the tefillah, the davening is not for you, okay, what are you going to do? You'll get there someday. Right now, just enjoy yourself, relax.
Now this source, you'd be amazed to hear this. It's amazing. It comes from the Talmud.
You know, I was getting the brochures, and then I had some friends who came here for events. My wife and I both came. Neither of us are observant Jews. You know, I was bar mitzvah. And that was basically it. Midwest Torah Center was so inclusive, and everybody was so welcoming and open arms. I couldn't believe it. And sometimes I feel, you know, kind of strange because everybody's so religious, and I'm not. And they, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You're a Jew, you know. And they know I'm trying to just find Judaism again.
There's a motto that says, if I'm not happy, I'm doing something wrong. And I think that really describes it. People at the Torah Center, they're just not there when things are good. Because everybody's there when things are good. But when things are not good, and life is starting to come down on you, it's nice to go to a place where they know who you are and they're concerned about you and you're concerned about them. And I've never been in a place where all they want you to do is come and enjoy yourself and take away from it whatever you want. It's the kind of a place where you want to go and bring your family.
It was just very friendly, very laid back. I walked in, people were in and out, people were having their coffee. All the kids were running around with their candy, and Rabbi Rhodes was giving candy to little kids. It was nice to see that the kids weren't being shuttled away. Whereas when I was growing up, it was that people get annoyed at the kids, whereas here they're embracing the kids running around.
I think it's a great place to socialize, and it's a great place to celebrate who we are as Jewish people. It's really a blend of unique cultures because like my parents, for example, they came from Russia and they were made fun of and they couldn't get to their full potential as human beings because of who they were as Jews. But here, when we're in America, we're actually celebrating it in this Torah Center, and it really allows us to come out who we are as Jewish people, and I'm very proud of that.
Once you get people involved in various ways that they're not used to, then they get involved more in your own existing synagogues, your own existing activities. You have to spark the interest in your religion and spirituality. Once people have a taste of that, they'll want more.
We're not pushing anybody to do anything. We're there for anybody that wants us. The Torah Center has helped the community overall, you know, where there's a relationship now amongst all forms of Judaism. We're open to everybody, Orthodox, Reform, Conservative, unaffiliated. They're all part of the family.
Whether you're affiliated, whether you're unaffiliated, it doesn't matter. You can come in, you can feel comfortable there. It's just like somebody's described it as a Hillel house on campus.
I believe that a lot of barriers have been broken, and people now realize that you could have different beliefs in themselves and still care about each other.